Hello and welcome to the Brickfreaks. Today with a set of the company Misini or K-Box. The instruction says K-Box. A modified vehicle. Wow. Okay, it's a hot rod. Already you've seen it's a hot rod, a 1x8. Model number is 10509, 2618 pieces, and it's a 6+ model. Ages 6+. No way. No way. This is the bag. Okay. No, it's a nice box. It's I believe they're orientated on the new Lego design. Everything's black and so on. Okay. Here we have our US style hot rod. Normally this thing should be stickered. Misini, sorry, I don't sticker most of my sets because I don't like stickers and I'm not so good with not shaking and bring them perfectly in line. And I think the car looks this way better. For younger audience, perhaps it looks better stickered because, yes, the colors are all right, dark green, orange, red and so on, it's absolutely okay. And they have acceptable quality. They came so, because in the instruction booklet they were here inside but stand out for 10 centimeters and so they are not perfect. Second sticker sheet. Okay, instructions, and they say K-Box here, so I believe the set is originally from K-Box and Misini does perhaps the worldwide distribution of the set, I don't know. Okay, this is a pretty small instructions for 2600 pieces. It's a pretty small instructions. We have 78 pages and 300 building steps around. Okay, so this is a little bit more complicated than the usual Lego Technic set. 2600 pieces in Lego would be 4 times these instructions. So this is not for beginners. The instructions are okay, but you see that this is a little bit of a mock. Even it's from K-Box. It's not so super designed instructions. Yeah, not like Kada or Pantasi or Lego or Funhole. This is the complete opposite. It's not for professionals, but for advanced builders, I would say. There are 1 or 2 small mistakes inside, but nothing horrible. We have a correction, and it's not even a whole sheet of paper. It's really a cutout, so that looks a little bit really cheap. And it's really possible that you miss this here, that you don't see it in the instructions or it goes away. So this piece here always comes out. I believe it will be falling down in this review at least 3 times. It did in the German version. Okay, so instructions are really not for beginners. But if you build some Technic sets, you will get this here done. Okay, with some thoughts and closer looks, you will get this done. The pieces, the quality of the pieces. I don't know exactly, perhaps it's G-Star where K-Box gets the pieces from. I don't know. The quality is good. Not top-notch like Bricks or Lego. It's more than Kada. So all the panels and all the things are very, very good, no problem. Some axles are a little bit loose, a little bit, but no problem at all because they are counted and on the other side, so nothing falls apart. Yeah, but I want to mention it, the quality is good, but not top-notch like Bricks or Lego. It's a B, not an A, it's a B, but a good B. Okay, the chrome parts are very good, really. The whole chrome is great, and we have a lot of chrome here in the whole front, in the cooling system here and in the exhaust system, and under this here Oh no, I said something wrong. I said something wrong in the German version. There are 16 motor blocks, the real Technic motor blocks, and I told in the German version they are chromed too, but they aren't. They are light bluish gray, so I have to correct this. But this here has 16 cylinders. 16 cylinders, so that's that's awesome, and they really work together, so that's very nicely made. A little bit of an overkill, but it's nicely made. Yeah, chrome parts are good. I had one missing piece, a round blade, a 2x2 round blade. One of these here should be higher. Rest, all the pieces were there. Okay, the assembly, like I said, for advanced builders. If you have built 2 Lego Technic sets and you want to try this, perhaps it is a little bit a problem for you. So you should have at least built some Technic models and non-Technic or non-Lego Technic, so you're getting used to these instructions. The building techniques used in here are very interesting sometimes, very, very interesting, and some of them totally unique. I haven't built this technique, so for me it was an 8.5 hour interesting building or assembly. I really liked the assembly process because it was sometimes totally different from that what I used to build with the 1x8 cars, the normal sports cars or something like that. This is a total different thing. So if you want something totally new and you like hot rods, then buy this. This from the building techniques here, very cool, very cool. 8.5 hours, 5 building steps, so around 500 pieces for every building step. I like more 300, but 500 is so, not more please, because you don't have so much space on the table and the time it took for one building step. Perhaps your family comes and you have all the mess on the table. So 300 is better, but 500 is still acceptable. Suspension is okay. What can this thing? Of course it could drive. You hear it, it's a little bit clattering. You can steer. We have no hand of God steering. You can open the doors and you came here. You can use the steering wheel, but the steering, how it's done, is very unique. I never have built such a steering, but it's unique, it's clever designed, but it's not really working. It works till you put on the steering wheel and everything, and then the gears slip through. The amount of pressure is or friction is too high for the gears. You hear it. Wait. To the other side, it's completely blocked. You see, it wants to move, but it don't move. And to this side, the gears slip through. The reason is we don't have this steering beam we normally have with the gear, and the gear rotates us to the left and to the right. This is totally different. And it's a lot of brain work in it. But it's not good. Sorry, designer, but this is not a good steering method. Really not. I know the hot rod here has a totally open front axle, and perhaps it wasn't other possible for you to do this. And it goes well till here, but from here to here something goes wrong. And I checked it again, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't work well. So the thing is, normally you can buy this here like I have with non-power functions, but you can buy it with power functions. And the cool thing is the assembly process is totally the same. In the end, you connect here the steering, and I believe here the oh man, what is it? Okay. The motor for steering, and here the XL motor. So one XL motor for 2,600 pieces, and it has a lot of torque, but it doesn't have the rounds per minute. I don't know. I think this is too heavy for one XL motor to have fun with the driving part. And the driving part mostly in cars is for children, in my opinion, because most of the cars are too heavy, or the radius of turning is much too high for a lot of the cars because they move the front wheels only 5 degrees or something like that, mostly the supercars. So I can live without power functions. I don't need them. I think they are unnecessary. I love power functions in cranes or something like that, or bulldozers. But in these cars, they are unnecessary in my opinion. Then buy a RC car, you have much more fun. But you see here, if I lift this up, the steering here as well. So for the servo, if you connect it here, it will work very, very good. Because it goes till here to the servo motor. After the servo motor, something goes wrong. But it works. Here you see the 16 cylinders, and here we have the differential. I show you opening here the trunk, and you see the differential directly. Okay, another strange thing is that the designer tried to connect the back axle to the 16 cylinders. But if I move the rear wheels, the cylinders won't turn, because he forgot one gear. he did all the work to get to here and then forgot one gear, and the gear is not included in the set. So if you have some Technic parts at home, I believe it's the black one, not the smallest, the next bigger one must be the correct in here, and then perhaps the 16 cylinders are connected to the back axle. But this is clickering, it's not working well. You hear it, it goes, but some gears slip over. The steering doesn't work with your hand. So sorry, this is a absolutely display set, in my opinion. A very nice looking display set, in my opinion too. I love hot rods, or I like them. But it's not a Technic set that you buy for the functions or for the use. Like I said, when you put in the servo, it will drive and it will work, but not here on the steering wheel, and we have no hand of God steering. So if you really want this for working, then buy it with the power functions. It will drive, it will steer. The angle of steering is not so bad. I have seen much worse. Much worse, so that's okay, that's okay. And like I said, the suspension is stiff, but okay, absolutely okay. So, yes, I lost this here again. I don't know. This goes into a pin, and yeah. Without any force, it holds. But if you have small contact, it will fall apart. Okay, not much more to see. I haven't shown you pictures of the assembly cars. I built this here over 10 days, and mostly in the evening or late evening, and the light was not so good, and so I decided not to show photos. You've seen some photos from the manufacturer. You've seen how it looked with, or how it looks with all the stickers, if you like it with the stickers. You've seen in my review the car without the stickers, so it's your decision if you want to apply the stickers. We have 6 times the same rim, so this rim is 2 times here in the back tire, so 6 times the same rim. Rims? Okay. Nothing more to say. It's a really cool looking display set that makes a lot of fun to assemble, and only 2 things that bother me. That's the connection from the cylinders, and the back axle is not executed to the end with 1 missing gear, and this kind of steering is, perhaps it works with the motor, But even if it works with the motor, it's not very well made. It's clever designed with a lot of thought. How can I make this without the normal parts? But in the execution, it failed a little bit, in my opinion. Okay, nothing more to say. Misini, this is a Misini K-Box. Great looking set, makes a lot of fun to assemble, is not too easy, not too complicated. We have great chrome parts. So now you know, I hope, everything about this car you need to know to make a decision if you want to purchase this. If you want to purchase it, links are in the video description where you can buy this from Misini. It will ship out of China, or perhaps they have a, I believe mine came here out of Poland. Mine came out of Poland, so it was already in the EU and I don't have to pay custom fees. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for Misini for spending us this set and have a closer look at it. And the next 3 sets, I'm already assembling the ARC 170 Starfighter UCS Star Wars set with, I believe, 1 meter in width. With the wings, it looks awesome. Then I have the T6 Jedi Shuttle from Brickfreaks, the big UCS set with over 5,000 pieces. And we have the Wedding Bowser from Dangao. And the Wedding Bowser looks awesome. So write me in the comments. I'm already assembling the Ark, but what want you to see after the Ark? Want you see first the Wedding Bowser, or do you want to see the Jedi Shuttle? So 2 UCS sets or 1 UCS sets and then the Wedding Bowser? Write me in the comments. Yeah, I'm through. I'm through. Nothing more to say. If you have any questions, write it in the comments. Thank you for your time. Have a good time. Bye bye.